accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, ante up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog.
Welcome back to the Mercer Sports Report. I'm Nikazi Hawkins, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop on all things Mercer sports. Momentum is a powerful thing. After a home win against VMI saw records be set and a message to the SoCon be sent, the good guys looked to continue their winning ways this past Saturday at East Tennessee State University. And when they did. Despite a slow start that led to a scoreless first quarter, the Mercer Bears offense erupted for 17 points in the second quarter of play. A field goal from Reese Griffith put Mercer on the scoreboard with a 3-0 lead. After Chris Hill forced a fumble that was recovered by Richie Coffey, a 23-yard completion from Carter Peavy to Ty James set up a touchdown rush by CP7. After our steel curtain of a defense forced multiple 3-and-outs, Peavy and James connected again, this time for a 30-yard touchdown through the air with just over a minute left to play before the half. The final touchdown of the game will come in the fourth quarter. The Bears' barricade of an offensive line provided a relatively clean pocket for our QB1. The O-line's stellar protection assisted again on another touchdown completion between, yeah, you guessed it, Carter Peavy and Ty James. This 50-yard strike added to the impressive days for both Peavy and James. Carter Peavy finished the day completing 20 of his 27 passes for 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. As for number 13 in the orange and white, Ty James had himself a game. James finished the contest with 14 receptions for 285 yards and 2 trips to the promised land. Ty, my man, you've got to stop playing with the sliders down or something because that is an absolutely ridiculous stat line. Al Wooten II was Mercer's leading rusher with 17 carries for 42 yards. As for the opposite side of the ball, Mercer's steel curtain didn't even allow a touchdown. The defense combined for 5 sacks, led by Solomon Zabaru with 1.5. The defense was in the backfield as if they paid rent there. The Bears defense collected 10 tackles for loss, which accumulated to their opponent's offense losing a total of 46 yards. Kind of hard to get into the end zone when you're going backwards, huh? Ken Stanley and Isaiah Washburn were the leaders in tackles for the good guys with 9 apiece. Coach Cronick and his troops will look to defend home turf this weekend as they host the University of Tennessee Chattanooga. The game will be here at 5 Star Stadium on Saturday at 4 p.m., and it will be available to stream on ESPN+. To stay locked in with the Bears on the gridiron, follow @Mercer Football on Instagram and Twitter. The Mercer volleyball team is coming off a perfect weekend of play. The Superheroes had the brooms in full effect as they swept both East Tennessee and Furman. The high-flying Lady Bears defeated East Tennessee State in straight sets by scores of 25-18, 25-18, and 25-22. Kylie Quigley led the squad in kills with 12 and aces with 3. Skylar Bumpers had 5 blocks, and Kiera McCarles led the winners in assists with 15. Abby Havilla was the team's leader in digs with 17. The Superheroes also defeated Furman in straight sets by scores of 25-18, 25-15, and 25-20. Kylie Quigley had 12 kills for the Lady Bears. The leaders for aces, blocks, and assists were Gia Padilla with 2, Lillian Beardsley with 6, and Jessica Dunn with 17. Abby Havilla was the team leader in digs with 16. The ladies will look to add to their win streak as they travel to face Sanford on Thursday and play host to the University of Tennessee Chattanooga on Sunday, October 15th. To keep up with the Lady Bears volleyball team, follow @Mercer Volleyball on Instagram. The Lady Bears soccer team split both of their matchups this week. Our soccer superstars defeated VMI on Thursday, October 5th, by a score of 2-0. In the 27th minute of action, Larkin Thompson scored her 10th goal of the season on an assist from Kendall Cook and Jamie Hebe. After controlling the contest up by a score of 1-0 for much of the game, Keelan Prey's goal in the 80th minute was the proverbial nail in the coffin for the opponent. Kendall Cook again played the role of point guard as he assisted on the second goal of the match. Lindsey Bell was stellar in her attempt to keep the donut in the score column for VMI. Bell tallied 5 saves and allowed not one single goal. The Lady Bears will look to bounce back from the loss to Western Carolina in a game where the lone goal from Sierra Whiteley just wasn't enough, as they fell by a score of 2-1. Our soccer superstars will host Sanford on Thursday at 7 p.m. and then travel to play Furman on Sunday, October 15th. To keep up with the Lady Bears soccer team, follow @MercerWSoccer on Instagram. The Mercer men's soccer team will look to recover from their 2 losses this past week. The men's team fell to Georgia State by a score of 2-1, the lone goal coming from Andrew Gonzalez. After being shut out against Wofford, the men's soccer team will look to get back to their winning ways as they host Furman on Saturday, October 14th, and Lipscomb on Tuesday the 17th. For all things Mercer men's soccer, follow at Mercer M Soccer on Instagram. That's all for this week's episode of the Mercer Sports Report. I'm Nikazi Hawkins, and I'll see you next time. Go Bears.
I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, ante up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah, I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad up.